Hello everyone, this is my first ever video on my account. I go by Woko, but in most cases I go by Chain. I'm currently in 3060, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 3060. So this video is mainly just to kind of see how much I've progressed throughout my ROK career. You may be looking at my accounts and you're thinking, wow, you have really low power and really low KP. But I have a reason for this, of course, an excuse. So when I first started the game, I didn't really know how to play the game, and I kind of poorly invested and didn't play well in my first 2 KVKs. In my first KVK, I think I fought a little bit, and then I just stopped fighting whatsoever because I just didn't have a lot of resources. Yeah, in my second KVK, I was basically a farmer, again, in my first KVK. I farmed the resources, I farmed about 200 million, and then I just completely spent about a whole day of fighting with not very good commanders, and I just didn't get a lot of kill points. And usually when you see ROK content on YouTube, you think, well, you actually see people with like 70, 80 million power, billions of kill points. But today I'm making this video, even though it's quite embarrassing because I have such poor accounts with very low KP. I'm making this video to mainly for me, and I'm also asking for some advice. So I'm making this video just because I'm about to be in KVK and I feel like I can actually do something in this KVK. I've been farming for a while, and I'm using 1 March because that's really all I can afford, and that's all I want to really put into it. So first, let's look at my plans for this KVK. For this KVK, I want to reach at least 300 million KP. I want to be in the top alliance, which is in my kingdom 61. This middle over here, 61. They're the top alliance in my kingdom. I really want to chain. I'm a big chainer, or semi-big chainer, when I have the time, of course. For example, my Richard, I don't have my chain equipment on, but I have over 1.2 billion barbarian kills on Richard. So I'm mainly chaining with Richard. I only have 2 marches for chaining. Obviously, in most kingdoms, MGEs go towards players with high kill points and high power. And obviously, I don't have that. So usually,
the fanciest robes in the world are only half as handsome as a military uniform.
That's what I use for barbs, and then my weaker march, which is my
Αυτός που έχει βασιλεύσει δεν πρέπει να δέχεται ποτέ να γίνει φυγάς.
Between 16 and 25 to get 5 scopes and 2 MGEs for her. And I unlocked her, and I use her for training because she can AOE, and I use her with Richard so that she stays alive longer.
Ruin!
So yeah, so that's what I want to be in my KVK. I also want to gain more power. Believe it or not, I've been given a chance to become an R4 in an alliance, and obviously I want to do good for my kingdom and look good, and be put into these MGEs for new upcoming commanders, and even more chaining commanders, which is what I want. So yeah, after this KVK, I want to raise my power up a little bit and get more kill points so I look more attractive. Let's look into my march that I'm going to be running this KVK. This is where I kind of need some help. Obviously, I have my Scipio, which is a 5-5-5-1, and no expertise. I had the chance to expertise him right now because I have 300 golden heads that I can exchange to expertise him. However, I'm not going to, and the main reason is because Scipio, believe it or not, and sadly, he's falling out of meta, and he will soon be falling out of meta, because we just got released with William Wallace, which I have not unlocked yet, but we got released with William Wallace, and he is a smite. Who else is smite in the game? And it is Liu Che. So usually nowadays people are running William Wallace, Liu Che, or Liu Che, Alex, which Alex is going to fall out the meta soon.
Θα προτιμούσα να ζήσω μια σύντομη αλλά δοξασμένη ζωή παρά μια μεγάλη ζωή στην αφάνεια.
He's the other infantry commander. That's good. He's or Guan Yu and Scipio. That's what people are usually running nowadays. But they're running 3 marches, or I mean 2 marches, infantry marches. My next goal is probably going towards a Joan and a Nevsky or a Huo. I'm not quite sure yet. I might need some help in the comments if anyone is watching this video and they have some experience. I should go for Huo, or if I should, because I know I'm going to go for Nevsky. I don't know if I should go for Huo Nevsky or if I should just drop Nevsky at all, like overall, and go for Huo Joan. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't know what I want to do, but I know for Nevsky, I actually have quite good armaments. I got this crazed armament recently, and I really like it. I'm pretty sure Huo deals direct damage, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it would work really well. So yeah, here's some more stuff into my March I'm running. This KVK, I'm going to be running my Liu and my Scipio. Obviously, my Scipio is my primary, and Liu is my secondary. I don't know if I should put my Liu up to 5511. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't want to dump sculpts into him and get him to expertise, which I can't right now because obviously I don't have enough sculpts, and as you can see, I don't have enough gems. So obviously I can't take him to expertise, which is what I want, but I think after this KVK, I'll take him to expertise, and after that expertise, I'll move on to another march, and hopefully by that time, I'll be certain on what march I want to be after they release the archers, because I know I'm probably not going to finish this march after the archers. That's what I'm going to be running. Let's look at some of the gear.
Queen by title,
my gear on
but indeed a king.
For barb forts. But this is what I'm running. So I have the Hope Cloak, which is obviously a must-have item. I recently saw a video on Spartan Gaming where he put some of the leadership equipment onto infantry and said it's the best because he made a restart account. Obviously, as you can see from my account, I'm not going to go towards that position. I'm going to stay towards more of what I think is the best and what I think would give me the most value. So I have the, I'm going for a 4 Eternal Empire piece, so I can get that 10% march speed, which is what I really, really want on infantry. And I recently crafted the Eternal Knight. However, here's my problem. I think I shouldn't have crafted this. I should have saved up my items because I used to have 19 pick your choice legendary equipment, but obviously I don't have that anymore. I put it towards the Eternal Knights. But obviously I'd put this on, but I would want the complete the 4-piece before I get the Eternal Knight. And that's kind of where I think I went wrong towards my equipment direction, because to be honest with you, I had a perfectly good Karok's Humility, which kind of aims me towards a equilibrium when it comes to health and defense on my march, which is what I want. So I think this Eternal Knight was a bad craft right now. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to see in KVK. Obviously, I had no data beforehand. Those 20 million kill points isn't really data, so I'd have to see. But yeah, for my 2 other pieces here, I forgot what they're called, to be honest with you. I have the Call of Loyal, which gives me more march speed. Obviously, it has an infantry thing on it, so I get about, I think, 6.5% march speed, which is nice. And then I have this where I take 5% less counter attack damage. Honestly, a bad craft for me, to be honest with you. I think going into this KVK, what I want to get out of it is I want to get a, what is it? I think I want to get a horn. I'm not quite sure if I want a Ring of Doom yet. It doesn't really seem appealing to me on my Scipio. Obviously, I'll probably get it just because I know Scipio is going to fall out the meta. But obviously, I don't want to kind of shift towards the idea of getting this Ring of Doom early and just ending up going to put it on my Liu Che, which I think my Liu Che is going to benefit so much. It has a 10% chance to gain 50% bonus to damage dealt. Obviously, we know that Liu Che goes towards damage dealt, stuff like that. So I think it'd be a really, really, really good piece for my Liu Che. Obviously, my Liu Che is my secondary, meaning if I put the Ring of Doom on him, it wouldn't even do anything. So I think I'll go for a Horn this KVK, and I would like to get to get one of these city themes. This one, obviously. This one's really good. I'd like to get it. However, it's not really appealing to me. I don't even think I can reach it. It would take so much. 650,000. I need to get around like 600,000 more if I just wanted to aim towards this. And I don't think I can get that in 1 KVK. I'm not really a high spender. I'm kind of a low to free-to-play spender, if that makes sense. I've been free-to-play for about maybe a month. I haven't bought anything, right? So I think I'll just go towards this ring, or not ring, sorry, horn. And then I also probably need some help on this. I think I want to go towards a hunter, but I want to put it on my Scipio. I don't know if that's a good choice, but I think that it is, and the only sole reason I think it is because my Scipio, I'm going to have him for one more KVK after this KVK, right? Because there's no way, I don't think I'm going to be able to make a good cav march in time. Now, obviously, I don't want to put a cav march on the field when there's really no point. I'd be losing resources more than I gain KP, and that's not really what I want. I want a commander that can defend my troops well and give me KP at the same time, right? So that's not, I don't think I'll be doing that. So I think I'll be running Scipio LC March for a whole nother KVK after this upcoming KVK. And although it might seem kind of weird, and Scipio might be fully out of the meta by then, I'm not sure though. It obviously probably isn't, because I think we get archers and then engineering and then infantry, right? So it probably won't even be out of meta, to be honest with you. So that's what I'll be running this KVK. I want to look at my armaments. This is where I want to put my hunter on. I want to put my hunter on, not this piece, this piece. I want to put on this piece for the sole reason is because I want to get rid of the siege unit attack. I want to get rid of the siege unit attack, and in order to get rid of it, to re-roll it, I need to put any inscription on it. And to be honest with you, I don't see myself getting to this over here, where I could buy this and getting either a balanced or something, you know what I mean? Anything at that point. It'd be either a balanced or it'd be a hunter, and I think in this KVK, I can reach that hunter. I'm fairly certain about it. I feel confident in myself this KVK. I have a bunch of resources. I went on to ROK calculator and I calculated my resources. I think I have 1.6 billion. And I think, obviously, because I'm tier 4, as you can see through my power, that there's no way, I don't think I'm going to run out of resources. I think what I'm really going to run out of is speed ups, and I'll show you that later. But back to my armaments. Obviously, I think really good armaments. My attack could be up. Obviously, if this was Liu Che, I'd go towards more attack than I would defense. Because, well, if I have more attack, that means I do more damage, right? March speed, which is 5% while outside of Alliance territory. It's pretty good. Defense and health. So yeah, so I have around 10% March speed. 16.5 if you count my flag. I have around 13.8 health. I have a lot of defense coming in around 15%, and I have around 2.5% attack. All my armaments, are pretty good. These are probably my best armaments that I could put on Scipio at this time, and obviously that's what I want to focus on. Obviously
Queen by title, but in deeds a king.
In Africa, so those are the marches I'll be running. I'm not quite sure if I want to take him to 5-5-1-1. I don't kind of understand the secondary commander part, where I don't know if it's only active skills that count, or if it's both active and passive. If someone could tell me in the comments when I post this video, and if someone sees it, of course, and they know, they could tell me, that'd be great. Yeah. I meant to take Liu Che to level 40 instead of level 60, but even though, now that I know that Scipio is going to fall out the meta, I'm fine with level 60. What do I want to go into next? Probably my speed ups. My speed ups are not looking that good right now, and I'm not proud of them, to be honest with you. So my speed ups, I think I'm gonna run out of speed ups before I even get close to finishing my resources. There you go. Couldn't think. Obviously, I have low training speed ups. It's because I haven't been chaining. Chaining in this area next to the middle isn't that good. I can't really find that many good chains, and usually they die before I can even activate a skill. So that's why I'm aiming to get into the middle here so I can chain. Obviously, you may be thinking, why don't you just chain in KVK? Why don't you just chain in KVK? I'll try to. The last 2 KVKs I couldn't. I was too weak. So I'll see if my gear over here will be able to go on my Richard.
We shall meet again.
And I'll see if I can chain. Back to my speed ups. Sorry. So I'm planning to transfer these speed ups right here, even though I pretty much need them to get my castle up, which I'll go into in a little bit. I'm gonna turn these into training speed ups. Those are my training speed ups. These are my research, not that high. Here is where the money is, kind of. So I have all these speed ups, not a lot here, obviously. You guys can see that. If you've looked into any other KVK account, usually these players that are really, really good, for example, 12-inch, a good free-to-play player, you got Socks, all those people are good. Yeah, so if you look at my speed ups, it's not that high. I think I'm going to run out of speed ups before I even get close to finishing my resources, as I said, for the 15th time. But yeah, these are my speed ups. I don't know how many days I have. I'm not quite sure. Should probably calculate that. But yeah. So those are my speed ups. What should I get into next? Oh, this has been a big debate on my account. So right now I have 0 farms. I have one account that's in this kingdom, and it's like 40,000 power. It's nothing too big, right? And I was planning to start a farm on during my KVK, during off time, because I am an off time player. Most of these people in my alliance are, I believe, like Vietnamese. So at like 3 in the morning for me, it's like early in the morning for them, and they're ready to fight. And that's the same thing usually when it comes to KVK. So I'm a downtime player, and meaning I could probably control a farm really well. And obviously we don't fight for a couple weeks, I believe, in the start of the KVK. I'm not going to be fighting. I don't want to spend all these resources and all these speed ups at the start of my KVK to ruin my Kingsland. I want to show that I'm a good player in this kingdom, and I show that I can be a good player in this kingdom. And I've finally been given a chance to prove myself, obviously. Going back into what I was going to talk about, going towards VIP, I think 14, or going into Castle 25. And that's where I went with the farm. When I say I have a farm, obviously one farm is not enough, and most people know that. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get my other farms into this kingdom. That's where my kind of problem lies. I don't really want to manage a farm. Even though I really need to, I don't want to. I don't feel like doing it, and obviously, I feel like I can do well, and I know I need to do it. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it, obviously, right? I need to. That's where my T5 problem comes in. I could probably get T5, but is it gonna be worth it for me? I think T5 is gonna absolutely, probably hurt my account more than it will help it. And I think, depending on how well I do this KVK, if I can get into zone 1 and I can get into these ideal kind of alliance events or something like that, obviously the top alliance is going to do a better alliance mobilization than the 5th highest alliance, for example. And there's going to be more bold chests, etc. If I can get into that top alliance, that'd be nice. And obviously I think that if I got into that top alliance and I got more speed ups over the course of pre-KVK or anything like that, then I would kind of consider going to T5. Right now, I have 1 march. T5 might be good for that 1 march. If I had 2 marches, it might be good. If I had more, I think it would tank my account if I had 1 farm. And that's where that rebuttal comes in. You have 1 farm, but you have 1 march, right? So, are you really going to burn out on these resources? I don't know. It would cost a lot of gold. I currently don't have a lot of gold, and as you may know, infantry T4 doesn't take a lot of gold. It doesn't take any stone either, so that's where I'll kind of be lying. The only reason I have stone is because I'm going to be filling some flags with archers and cavalry. Hopefully it doesn't take too much resources like wood and food, but yeah. So I think coming up, I'm going to skip going towards VIP 14. I think it's going to take too many gems, and I'm just not going to have enough time. I don't think there's a way I have enough time. And I think I could put more gems towards better things, and that would probably be my castle going for T5. I think getting towards T5 before VIP 14 is probably a better area for me. Kind of propels me towards this direction of more progress, and obviously Kingdoms want to see high power players with high kill points. You don't want to be a high power player and be a farm. It's not something you really want to do, right? So I think T5 can be good for me. Obviously T5 dominates in fights. It does. It's a sad case, but it does. It dominates in fights. If you have two players who play at the same time, play as hard as each other, and one's T5 and one's T4, T5 is more than likely going to dominate, right? It's a better, it has more power, more defense, all these types of things. Yeah, so I think going towards T5, over getting 3 sculptures a day is going to be better for me. I already have 300 sculptures, and I know I'm not going to be aiming towards the second march to dump sculptures in. I'm going to be aiming towards Leo Cherry dump sculptures in. So I think, going towards my castle 25 is probably be a better option for me. So next I'll talk about where I want my gems to go next. Do I want them to go to castle right now? No. What I'm aiming for is I want to complete my set. And obviously we talked about this
The fanciest robes in the world are only half as handsome as a military uniform.
Gives me 20% attack, and that's where I want to put my gems into. I believe there's a Holy Knight treasure going on, or there was, and it was for boots, chest, and gloves. So the next one will be for weapon and amulet, I'm pretty sure. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of aiming for with my gems. One more thing. In preparation of KVK, I'm going to be switching. Currently, I am Germany. I'm going to be switching to
Im Teutoburger Wald endet deine
Tu dois être auprès du roi.
I'm going to be switching to France for that 20%.
Im Teutoburg.
Tu dois être auprès du roi.
That's going to help me out a lot. Obviously, as you may see, my power, and obviously you see that my castle is only level 20. Yeah, 20. I obviously don't have 4 hospitals, right? These are level 24. Although this is kind of embarrassing, I am making this video purely for me and purely to give context as to what I want to do and to ask for a little bit of help if anyone's watching, of course. I believe... Oh, I'll go into my resources. So here are my resources. I have 85,000 season coins that I've been saving up from my past KVK. As I said before, I'm going to be getting that horn. I'm going to be getting horn, so I need about 95,000 more in order to just afford horn. Here I have my crystal tech stuff, and I've already cashed in most of my stone. I know I'm not going to be using it. I'm going to be actually trading all my stone. I think I'm going to keep around 200,000 stone just to make sure I can heal my cavalry and archers that are T4 to fill some flags. That's what I'm going to be aiming for. Obviously, I cashed in all my gold too. So yeah, here are my resources for my stone. Oh no, sorry, not stone. Wood and food. Here they are. So after I calculate everything, I'll have about 1.7 billion food and wood. And after I trade off around 500,000, or not 500,000, 500 million stone, I think I'll have around 2 billion, hopefully, of each, hopefully. We'll see. I'm not quite sure yet, but yeah, that's my plan. What else do I gotta do? There's one last thing I was gonna talk about. Oh, AP. Big here. So, I've seen some people, and when I say some people, I mean 12-inch, the free-to-play god, say that instead of spending on Marauders, he's going to spend on chain. And here's where I come in. I'm not quite sure if I'm even strong enough to kill the KVK barbs. And although that's kind of sad, it is true. I don't think I'm strong enough. And I don't want to wait till Marauders are over to find out if I'm strong enough or not. I don't want to wait, because then I lose the chance to fight those Marauders. What I'm aiming for is to fight a bunch of Marauders and get a bunch of AP, or not, sorry, not AP, 3-day speeds. That's what I really want. I want more speeds so I can heal more troops and spend more time fighting. Here's my AP. I think I have around 150,000 AP, if I'm not mistaken. Here's 100,000. No, that's not 100,000. Oh, it is. 160,000. Around 23.5 thousand. Oh, maybe I have like 200,000. I'm not quite sure. Someone can calculate that if they're really interested. But I think I'm going to be spending most of my AP on Marauders. I think it's a better step for me. And I think it's a better idea, to be honest with you. I don't know if I could send out my... No, I can't. Is there a way to check my... I probably can just remember. Here are going to be my marches for my... for the Marauders. So, there was a video I saw a long time ago where this player, I forgot his name of course, I'm sorry, but he did Marauders and he had a bunch of presets and he made windswept gear, which if you know gives you more march speed if you have more equipment of it. Like 2 sets gives you some march speed, I think. So I was going to do that, but as I said before, I made that Eternal Night, and that's where I kind of went a little south. I don't even think, even if I made this, I don't think I had enough for 20 pieces of windswept, basically, right? 25, no, 20 pieces of windswept. I don't think I even had enough, even if I traded in some of this stuff, which I wouldn't trade in any of it because I need this stuff, but yeah, you understand. And most of it's my chaining gear that I have on Leo for some reason, but yeah, I don't even think I would be able to make it, right? So I didn't aim for it, but it obviously would be nice. I think I can remember off the top of my head the marches I use. I know most of them are just no, I can't remember. I can't remember for some reason. But obviously I'll be using the Peacekeeper commanders. Obviously, most of them are going to be epics. I don't have Minamoto, so I can't be using that. I'm using Liu Che. He's a secondary to one of the marches. I can't remember which one, but yeah, that's should be it. That's my goal for this KVK. Hopefully we can actually get a match. I'm going to Tides of War. We have about 18 hours left to get a match. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. If any of you guys see this, I appreciate you guys for watching. I will be releasing updates when KVK starts, and I'll be giving a full rundown as to how much resources and speed ups I have. I'll give you guys pure numbers and
Is there aught in this land worth fighting for?
What I'm really aiming for and what I know I can get. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate, if anyone is seeing this, I appreciate you watching. If someone could give me some info as to what I said during this video, if you guys watched it, in the comments, and give me your opinion, I would love the advice. I need it, to be honest. This is the first KVK that I'm actually going to be doing, that I'm actually going to be fighting in, because up to this point, I've basically been a farmer. And obviously, I don't want to be a farmer, I want to be a fighter. I want to do good for my kingdom, and hopefully get that R4 spot. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. If you have any advice, please leave it in the comments below, and have a good one.